So let's look at a couple more example problems where we're finding missing angles using the properties of triangles. So in this diagram, we're told that lines DE and FG, these are going to be parallel, and lines KL and FG, so this one and this one, these are going to be perpendicular. So if they're perpendicular, that tells us this is a right angle, or in other words, it's a 90-degree angle. And we have this triangle here where we can figure out what these two missing angles are. Since notice that these are vertical angles, and vertical angles are equal to each other. So this angle right here is going to be 58 degrees. And likewise, over here, these two angles are vertical. This angle X and angle ACB, these are vertical, so they will be equal. So this is X degrees. And from here, we have a triangle, so we can add up the angles and set it equal to 180 degrees. So let's do that. We have the 58-degree angle plus our 90-degree angle, our right angle, plus our missing angle, which we can call X, and this is equal to 180. So let's combine like terms. 90 plus 50, that's 140, plus 8 more gives us 148. And from here, let's just subtract 148 on each side so that we can solve for x. And subtracting 140 brings us to 40. Subtracting 8 more brings us to 32. So we think this missing angle is 32 degrees. And of course, we can check this by just adding up the angles in the triangle and double checking that this is 180. Now, there is another approach to this that we could take. We could also use the properties of parallel lines. And we do still need to use the fact that these are vertical angles, but since these two lines are parallel, DE and FG, we know that their corresponding angles, this angle here, EAC, and this angle X, these are equal to each other. And we also know, since they're parallel, that since this transversal, this line that cuts it, is perpendicular to this one, it would also be perpendicular to this one, since these are really just alternate interior angles. And if this is 90, that makes this 90 also. So you can put a big box around that if you want. But the main idea is that X and 58, these are complementary. So X plus 58 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. And of course, subtracting 58 on each side gives us 32 degrees. So it's just another way to find the same value. So let's look at one more example problem. And in this one, we're told that the line HI is parallel to JK. So let's first just highlight that fact. So we have that HI, this is parallel to JK. And we need to find the measure of angle X. So we have this triangle here, or we have this bigger triangle here that we can use. And we're missing a couple angles though. So either we need to find this angle here in the big triangle, or we need to find this angle here in the small triangle. So let's paste in the properties of parallel lines. And we can use this as a reminder for which angles are equal with parallel lines. So notice we have this angle B here and this angle F here. These are called corresponding angles. So these are equal. So in our parallel lines, this angle X is also right here. This is also angle X, or an X degree angle. And likewise, in this angle right here, HJK, this is corresponding. Let me actually use the appropriate color, but that corresponds to this 56-degree angle. So at this point, we can use either triangle we want. We can use the big one or the smaller one. They are similar triangles. They have the same angle measures, but we can pick one of those triangles and sum the angles and set that equal to 180 degrees. So let's just use the smaller one. We can say that the X degree angle plus the 56-degree angle plus this corner angle here, this purple one, the 66-degree angle, that these are all equal to 180. So let's just combine like terms. 50 plus 60, that's 110. 6 and 6, that's 12. So that's 122. And if we subtract 122 from each side of the equation, well, subtracting 120 brings us to 60. Subtracting 2 more brings us to 58 degrees. So this missing angle, we think, is 58. But to check this, we can just add up the angles in this triangle and prove to ourselves that they do add up to 180.